And everybody, welcome to the first video where you see me. It's a surprise what technology can do nowadays, isn't it, Connor?
Yeah.
So, me and Connor, we're gonna mess around, do a bit of fanfiction reading. We're gonna read clopfic. We're reading a clopfic, so don't be too surprised about the content, okay? So yeah, just a warning. Little kitties, fuck off. That was so rude, but let's get on with it. Wait a second. Just make everyone feel a lot more comfortable. Maybe
job.
joke on popcorn. Okay, we wasted a minute on the intro and I'm eating one more bit of popcorn. Okay,
Drink my oak.
today's topic is Flutter Fettish, and I swear I dislike this a lot.
Yummy.
I literally didn't want to read this, but Connor provoked me, didn't he? So I've got him here to be my sympathetic person. Let's go. This will probably be 2 parts crap, unless I read fast. I'll never forget the first time I met her. She was so sweet and quiet, and the tiniest, tiniest. Ugh. She was so sweet and quiet, with the tiniest, most beautiful voice I'd ever heard. Yes, I got it. Her name was Fluttershy. Not only was she beautiful, with her big eyes and golden mane. Golden mane? Okay, that's obviously a typo. She was also the kindest Pegasus I'd ever encountered. She was as timid as I could be. She was as timid as she was as timid as could be. Sorry, everyone, I'm stuffing up, but my mouth is in the way. But she had a way with animals, and everyone who met her couldn't help but be attracted. As the years went on, Fluttershy and I became close friends. Neither one of us admitted, but there was some severe sexual tension between us. I couldn't take it anymore. One day I decided to ask Fluttershy to come to my little cloud. And we're back, sorry I had to pause it for a second. Actually, Flutter began in a shaky, tiny voice. Can we go to my house? I nodded excitedly. We flew together to Fluttershy's home. She opened the door and invited me in. Her house was small and simple, but there was a strange odor coming from her bedroom. I was intrigued, but much too aroused to ask about it. Suddenly, Fluttershy shoved her tongue in my mouth.
That's good.
At first, I was surprised, but then the pleasure of tasting her kicked in, and I stuck my tongue inside hers. Fluttershy moaned slightly, then bit my tongue. Blood filled my mouth, but she didn't stop. I pulled back in pain as the scarlet liquid oozed from my mouth. Ow! I exclaimed. Scroll down. Blah, blah, blah. Ow! I exclaimed. Why'd you bite me? I had little choice but to swallow the blood. Fluttershy looked at me with big, bright, guilty eyes. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash, she stammered. You just tasted so good I couldn't resist. The way she said this made me even hornier than before.
Wait. So you taste good?
Yes.
Oh. Haha.
Okay, back to what we were doing. Made me even hornier than before. If that was even possible. My wings were stiff and pulsating, and so were hers. She wasted no time showing me in her room. As we entered her pink, stuffed, animal-filled bedroom, Fluttershy whispered in my ear. Fuck me. She beckoned. Please, Rainbow Dash. I wasted no time laying on her bed. You liking the story?
Yeah.
Chapter 2.
Woo!
Okay.
Everyone like
I'm just gonna pause here just for a second. Now, Fluttershy moaned as I began to kiss her neck, then moved lower and lower, kissing and licking, enjoying the taste of her body. I gently kissed her inner thigh, trying to get her as excited as possible. Her body trembled as she breathed heavily. I knew she couldn't handle any more teasing, and neither could I. I gently kissed and licked her dripping wet marehood. I'm not gonna say the word. She moaned even more as I focused on her swollen clit. I savored the taste of the tight, sweet Pegasus. Fluttershy moaned. It feels so amazing. I shoved my tongue further inside her, and I kissed and sucked as Fluttershy. Oh God! As Flutter moaned and yelled louder and louder until she was screaming pleasure. She kicked her hooves, barely missing my head, as hot creamy liquid streamed from her throbbing vagina. She looked at me with a Ew! She looked at me with a twinkle in her eyes. Now, can I please you? Fluttershy begged, but in a tone that left no room for objection, which was okay with me. I smiled as Fluttershy lay me on her bed. I was expecting her to go slow because of her sweet demeanor. I was taken aback when she shoved her tongue inside my vagina. I moaned intensely as she flicked and licked my clitoris. Then she pulled away, grabbing some rope. She's kinky, I thought to myself. I like it. I smiled as she tied me by my hooves to her bed so tightly I couldn't move. Now that that's done, she moaned, we can really have fun. Fluttershy shoved her tongue as far into my pulsating vagina as possible. I moaned loudly as she began to thrust her tongue in and out of me. She nibbled gently on my pause time. Sorry, I gotta do something. Okay, we're back. Then she bit me as hard as she could. I let out a shriek of pain as blood gushed from my vagina. Fluttershy swallowed it with unapologetic pleasure. Tears flowed from my eyes as she licked the wound vigorously. As vigorously as possible. I screamed in pain. Fluttershy shoved her hoof in my face, knocking out my teeth. Then she used her hoof to fish inside my blood-soaked mouth, digging out every tooth. "Shut the fuck up!" she screamed in a voice that was not her own. You ready for chapter 3?
Yeah.
I
Alright.
got popcorn in my
Oh, like chocolate.
teeth. I was severely horrified by this point. I tried to scream, but just ended up choking on my own blood. I closed my eyes as I attempted to spit it out. Fluttershy said sweetly. "Swallow it!" She slammed me in the head with her hoof. I gagged and retched as I was forced to swallow a mouthful of my own blood. I coughed and looked up at Fluttershy desperately. "Please," I said, in an odd tone due to my injuries. "Why are you doing this? Let me go!" Fluttershy didn't say anything. She just kissed down my body until reaching my still bleeding vagina. She rammed her hoof deep inside me, thrusting it in and out, faster and faster, until I couldn't take it anymore. I screamed at the top of my lungs. Fluttershy giggled and began to lick my wings. I shook with fear as she sunk her teeth into them. She grated her teeth deep against my wing, ripping the flesh off. I wanted to scream again, but I didn't dare. "Are we having fun, dear Rainbow Dash?" Fluttershy in her usual small and timid voice. I was too shocked to respond. She went back to my bruised and bloody vagina, licking it again, at first gently and then more roughly. She then bit my clitoris again, sinking her teeth in so deep into it before digging her front hooves into my legs and ripping my clitoris out with great force. Tears flowed down from my eyes as I screamed in agony. "Oh my God!" I shrieked as Fluttershy consumed my severed, detached clitoris. She then moved up to my bloody soaked mouth and shoved her tongue into it again. She then made out with me for a long while. It seemed that she had calmed down until she ripped out my tongue with her. back door here with her teeth. Part 3, you ready? Part 4, I mean. Part 4. Part 4. Well, chapter 4, I mean. Okay, let us go. I was ready to pass out, but do you want me to use a weird accent?
Like Stefano.
Yes, yeah, like Stefano. Do you want me
Stefano, the Mexican Frenchman.
to... Yes, the Mexican Frenchman. Let's do it. I was
What?
ready to pass out from the pain by now, but she wasn't finished. She continued to make out with me after my tongue had been severed, licking the blood that gushed from the stump that was left. Are you ready for the main event? Fluttershy said seductively. I stared in horror. She grabbed a perfume bottle from my desk and shattered it on one of my bedposts. She picked up a few shards and jammed them deep into one of my eyeballs. I screamed again. Then she picked up 2 large shards and carved in the words, "I love you," into her flesh. "This is all for you, my love," Fluttershy shouted as she shoved a couple more shards into her eyes. As I watched in terror, she slid deep into her wrist and laid her body on top of mine. Our bodies were locked. As she slowly bled to death, I faded out of consciousness and never fully waking up. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, did you like that?
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Look,
What?
this is Reva's response already put in here for us. Wait,
I love it. I love responses. Ooh. I can't see it.
bitch. Can you see yourself?
Yeah.
Wave
Is
to
this?
yourself.
Ah, that's better. Now I can see stuff.
Wave to yourself on YouTube.
Stop me.
Nothing! Okay. Now, see? This is his comment.
Ooh.
What the fuck am I reading? Now,
Wow.
everybody,
You know,
guys,
he's
if you guys want to know what that fanfiction was, that was Flutter Fettish, just saying again, and, hope to see you next time. Comments are great, like requesting fan fictions or random Skype calls with certain people. Like, send me Skype requests. I mean, just send me your Skype name, inbox message. I'll add you and you can be in one of my videos. And yeah, well, for now, I'm passing out. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Connor.
bye.
Now, this is gonna be the awesome exit. Nah, that's not the awesome exit. This totally deserves. This is my rating for this fanfiction.
Just a base can. Boom. Boom.
You
That's
can't handle the truth.